Hey everybody, this is Preezy from Listen Up, Listen In podcast. What's going on? Y'all getting ready for the new year, 2023. I hope you are. Forget about 2022. Whatever you didn't do, slide it on over to 2023. Just like you've been sliding it over every other year. But anyway, as long as you staying focused and staying positive, staying healthy, is all good. Keep going. We got this. Now, I have a returning guest. Yes, she is the CEO for My Recipe, My Therapy, and she gonna tell y'all all who she is. And y'all, if y'all listen to my episode, you should already know who she is. But let me read this quick bio about Miss Teniqua Denise. This year marks an incredible milestone for My Recipe, My Therapy. They have rebranded. Yes, they have rebranded, relaunched their website, and rediscovered their focus. Now, they want 2023 to be the year of investing in your future. That's what she's doing. She wants you to invest in your future. It's time to be the best version of yourself. This level up only comes by strengthening the way you focus on yourself. That's why she has officially launched registration for the first group coaching program of 2023 called Give Your Self-Esteem. Give Your Self-Esteem A Boost. Very, very important, because a lot of us lack self-esteem. You know you do. And so she is here today to tell you about the new program. And it's time. It's time, ladies. It is time. She is here to help women be professional and build up strength. And we all have it inside us. Sometimes we don't even know we do. But that's why Miss Teniqua Denise is here. So without further ado, Miss Teniqua, please help us elevate and defeat procrastination, self-neglect, and stagnation. Come on, y'all. Give a round of applause. I sound like a rapper. Stagnation, procrastination. Yes, we need that in our lives. And she is here to make sure that we do, because we got to stay focused. Without further ado, Teniqua Denise from My Recipe, My Therapy. Yes, what up, sis? You're back. I love it.
I'm back. What up?
Yes, going.
That was an amazing intro. Thank you for that intro.
Oh, yes, you're amazing. I have to. I can't say, she Miss Teniqua Denise is here. No. We have to give what you deserve on Listen Up, Listen In podcast. So I want you to tell the ladies out there, because if everybody listened to your last interview and the numbers was extremely high. I don't know if I told you. I should have told you. But the numbers was extremely high in viewing your interview. And that is awesome. Snaps on that. And
Thank you.
I'm so glad that you're back here to discuss the new program that you are offering to women from My Recipe, My Therapy that you have established. So I'm going to let you speak. I'm going to shut my mouth and let you do your thing.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Preezy, for that amazing introduction and for the opportunity to come back. Like, I had so much fun, and it was so great of an experience to share everything with your audience and chat with you. So I'm glad to be back. Thank you again for having me back. So for those who did not tune in last time, my name is Coach Teniqua Denise. I am a certified transformational self-discipline and resilience life coach. I have over 18 years of experience coaching, encouraging, inspiring women to elevate and to do better. And I'm just so passionate about this work. So I wanted to, I hope everyone is ending this year reflecting, ready to improve themselves, adding old and new ways to invest in themselves. And that's why I'm here, to encourage and remind us how important it is to really do some self-reflecting and not to go in the next year with resolutions but rather solutions. We want to go into it with solutions. We want to go into it with a different mindset, an even better mindset. There's always room to improve. So yeah, that's why I wanted to jump on this, because I have this amazing opportunity. I launched a group called Give Your Self-Esteem A Boost. It starts January 17th. And before I even get to the group, I just wanted to talk about self-esteem, because a lot of people, it sounds like a layman term, like, okay, self-esteem, self-confidence, but it really is deeper than that. So when I say self-esteem, I'm talking about how we value ourselves, how we perceive ourselves, which is so important. I mean, I know we've heard the term that what other people think of you is none of your business. It is so true. It's really about what you think about yourself. It's about defining yourself, and mostly based on the opinions and beliefs we have about ourselves. It's self-esteem is self-confidence. It's how you feel about yourself, is your opinion of yourself. I can't think of something more important in life.
Right.
I can't. I don't know if you can, Preeti. I really can't. When it comes down to it, yes, self-esteem is very hard to change. So if it's hard to change, it must be something really important. It must be major key, because it's not easy to change your self-esteem. This does not happen overnight. And that's why my group program, it's 7 sessions bi-weekly, and we do the work. And it takes time, but at the end, we get the results. So why is this important though? I just wanted to talk about why self-esteem is important. What is the big fuss? This is the thing, y'all, right? Self-esteem directly impacts your quality of life. Directly. It can lead to, if you have low self-esteem, that can lead to feelings of depression, sadness, and if not addressed, it can worsen, right? That hole gets darker. We've been there. A lot of us have been there. So low self-esteem can get us to places that we don't want to be. And improving our self-esteem is just like, changing your life, the perception you have on your life. And, even low self-esteem, it can lead to problematic relationships. When women have low self-esteem, we have a tendency to be in relationships, friendships, and partners that are not healthy, right? We tolerate the most ridiculous behaviors from our partners when our self-esteem is low. I have seen it, Preezi. I know you've seen it.
Yes.
I know you've seen it.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
So the thing is, we don't deserve that. And, even if you don't, receive this ridiculous, behavior from your partner, this low self-esteem can lead to you just being mean, right? When people have low self-esteem and they don't love themselves and they're not confident in their own abilities, they just become bullies sometimes. They're just mean people that nobody really want to connect with. They don't have good connections or good interactions. And when you put negativity out there, that's exactly what you're going to get back. That is a fact, right? So it is important to build self-esteem. And I cannot reiterate that enough, right? Here's the thing. Self-esteem, for anybody out there that thinks they don't need it, they don't need to boost it, there's always room for improvement. There's always room to improve your self-esteem, your confidence. Improvement leads to more success. Who doesn't want more success?
Yes.
Who does not want that, right? Like, everybody wants to be even more. So even Oprah got goals, okay? Even the people that we look up to, they have goals. So it's always room for improvement. And when we think about that, if we improve our self-esteem and our confidence, that is our belief that we can achieve things, baby, it's like a win-win.
Yes.
So, when you don't have self-esteem, right? Or when you have very low self-esteem, very low, this person, because I've been there, when you have low self-esteem, you fear trying new things, right? If you get a new opportunity, you're scared. Oh, come on this podcast. Oh, I've never been on a podcast before. No, I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm going to sound silly. Wait a minute. Have that confidence. Understand that you're knowledgeable, that you have a light to share with the world, that you have a gift that the world needs, right? That's that self-esteem. When you don't have high self-esteem, you will fear new things and you will miss out on opportunities. Preezi, I cannot tell you how many opportunities have come my way that I've never experienced, but I have agreed to do them. And the result, I have made amazing relationships, connections, gained new opportunities. It's like this domino effect. So don't sleep on self-esteem, because if you don't have the confidence to go out there and do it, you are missing out on major life-changing opportunities. And I've seen it. So that is not a myth. That is not, an opinion. That is a fact.
Right.
A lot of people too, when they have low self-esteem, they fear being judged. They worried about what somebody going to say about them. Oh, they're going to laugh at me. Oh, I'm going to sound silly. So they're going to avoid activities. They're going to avoid social situations. They're going to avoid speaking or being involved in a certain group or activity because they feel self-conscious. Once again, you're missing out on major opportunities just because you don't have that confidence. So once you build that confidence, you literally feel like, okay, I never did this before, but I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it well, and I'm going to prepare, and I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to learn, and I'm going to grow, right? That's that confidence. Whereas then I can also be like, on the flip side, oh, I never did this before. No, I think I'm going to sit this one out. I don't want to embarrass myself, or I'm not good on camera. I don't like my voice. I don't like the way my voice sounds. I mean, these are all things we have to overcome and that we can overcome. So that's why I'm here. Because sis, the best thing you can do for yourself when it comes to building your self-esteem is seek help. Wow. Allow others to help you, right? But here's the key, Preezy. When you actually reach out for that help and you get it, I'm going to need you to cooperate, right? Cooperate. Be honest. Do the work. Because, yes, you can seek out a therapist. You can seek out a life coach to help you to build your self-esteem. But if you don't cooperate with that person and really be into the program and really do the work and be committed, the outcome is not going to be what it could be.
Right.
So it is just... it's a major thing. I want to be speaking about it more because, I come across women all the time. I don't care. The most professional women, the most successful women have areas of their lives where they are not as confident, right? So hear me out. You can be very confident and successful in your career. You could be thriving, getting those promotions, making the money you want to make. You are confident in your career. But when it comes to your personal life, your esteem is not that high. Your confidence is not that high. You're in this, unhealthy relationship. So yes, you have confidence when it comes to your career, but when it comes to your personal life and your personal relationships, you're lacking. That is normal, right? We can't be good in every aspect of our lives. So what is important for us to do is take a look at the different aspects of our lives and see which one we need to improve, right? So you may say, oh, my career is good. My relationship is good. But you know what? I need more confidence in taking pictures. Yeah. I don't like taking pictures. I always feel like I'm fat. I never want to take pictures. So guess what? That means your self-esteem in that particular area needs some work. So we got to figure out, what's going to make you feel confident in pictures so that you don't feel self-conscious, right? And we can work on that. This is someone who's thriving in other areas of their lives, but in that particular area, they need to improve that confidence. So that's the basis of the message. That's like why I'm here and why I'm so passionate about self-esteem.
Wow, that's awesome.
That makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense because, today people got to stop comparing themselves to others. They got to stop belittling themselves or start using more positive self-affirmations to each other. Support. They need, support yourself. Stay positive and pay attention to your self-care because a lot of people don't pay attention to their self-care. You put yourself down and you got to accept who you are. Love you. I say it all the time. I love you. Can't love anyone if you don't love yourself. And self-esteem plays a great role. And, people can be bullied. You'd be surprised how bullying can affect someone. And people always think that children be bullied. Adults be bullied too. So, yes. If you're not doing things to make yourself happy or trying to focus on changing your ways, and first of all, surround yourself with positive people. You got to surround yourself with positive people. You can't try to be positive and you're hanging around with negative. That don't match. So it's like putting oil with water, So you have definitely got to stay focused, and it's cool that you have this program to help those young ladies with self-esteem. Because I'm telling you, you can have everything in the world, financially, a happy marriage, and things going well for you. You got low self-esteem. And some people may say, why she got low self-esteem? She got everything. Maybe you don't have self-esteem. You missing the most important.
Exactly.
And that's loving yourself. Because you can love everything around you, but it ain't being loved right because you don't love yourself. So that self-esteem is very, very important. And being assertive and expressing your needs and opinions, that's important too. And so if you need some type of help in that, you definitely got to go and seek it. You got to do it.
Yeah. Got to seek it. And it's speaking of that, I just wanted to mention like some causes, because it's real, and I don't want people out there who are, experiencing this to feel like they're the only one. There are reasons why sometimes we have low self-esteem that is out of our control, but what is not out of our control is the work that we can do to improve it. So some people have had unhappy and unhealthy childhoods, right? So that can lead to low self-esteem. That's out of our control. But our upbringing really develops who we are as people. But like I always say, that's who you are. That does not mean that's who you have to continue to be. You can always, improve. Also, poor academic performance or learning disabilities. Sometimes we struggle with those things out of our control. Not everybody is a scholar. Not everybody is straight A's. And society has us feeling like, if we don't get straight A's and go to college and get our masters and, then we're not as intelligent or we're not as successful. So sometimes people's poor academic performance causes them to have a low self-esteem. Sometimes their families expect them to be doctors and lawyers and they don't live up to that hype. And that takes a hit to their self-esteem. And it's unfortunate, but this is real life. Ongoing traumatic, stressful life events, these unhealthy relationships that we as women stay in for years and years and years, it tears away at our self-esteem. I don't care what you say, right? If you in an unhealthy relationship that's abusive or toxic or whatever you want to call it, and you're still there, honey, that means you don't think you deserve better. Because if you thought you did, you wouldn't be there. So that can cause low self-esteem, right? Of course, abuse and poor treatment in relationships. Some women get abused. Some men get abused. But that takes a hit at your self-esteem after, a period of time. And unfortunately, some of us have medical problems and we go through medical issues, and that can take a hit at our self-esteem. This is life, and everybody is going through something. You just have to realize what it is you're going through and acknowledge it so that you can work on it. Mental illness is real. It's out of our control sometimes, right? Yes. That takes a hit on our self-esteem. That depression, that anxiety disorder, it takes a hit. It makes us not feel as confident. But the benefits of my program, I want to tap into these things so that we can overcome them. We have to acknowledge them in order to work on them. And with my program, we're going to work with working on building that self-esteem in order to avoid all those things, the depression, the self-harm, all of those things that are the result that, that's how it turns out after we don't address it. My program, we're going to address it so that we don't have to deal with the negative consequences. And I'll also, show you how to acknowledge those positive aspects and characteristics that we all have. A lot of us don't acknowledge the skills and the talents and the gifts that we have. Everybody has a gift. Yes. Everybody is talented and skilled in some aspect of their life, and appreciate your strong qualities. Like me, I'm not a good math person. If you ask me give me some math problem, give me a piece of paper. Okay. I'm not doing that in my head. I'm not good at math, and that's okay. Right. However, I am confident in, empathy. I'm a very empathetic person. I'm a listening ear. I'm a caring person. So I have a lot of positive traits, and that's what we need to focus on, not the things that we are not good at. But in my program, we're going to focus on the things that you are good at and really pull it out of you. Because sometimes after years and years of hustle and bustle and struggle and denial and, just being in unhealthy situations, we forget how amazing we are. In my program, we're going to tap into all of that.
That is good.
Yeah, you mentioned a moment ago about being assertive. Honey, that is the key word, because in my program, we are going to work on having you be more assertive and communicative so that you can get your needs, feelings, and opinions heard. We deserve to be heard.
Oh, good.
Right?
You should have been on my show the other night, because I had this brother on there talking about women are too assertive. Well, I don't think we're assertive enough, because my thing is assertive is important. Now, some people may say, "Oh, you're too assertive," or it makes you feel like you're taking over, or you're taking over the man's role. No. We play our position very well, but to be assertive, you want to speak your mind. You should have the right to say what you feel is whether right or wrong. You have the right to express yourself. And there are a lot of women in certain countries, they don't have that right. They would love to be assertive. And we have to be assertive, because I just feel like you'll start losing your self-respect. You'll be susceptible to anything, being used, abused, mistreated by other people. And that's wrong. And we don't want to lack respect for ourselves. So I think that we should be able to express ourselves and be assertive. I don't know why everybody feel that you lose your submissiveness in a relationship when you're assertive. Now, it's okay to be submissive, but how far? What are you looking for when you're asking for submissive?ness? Whatever you like, and me hopping on one foot like coming to America? No. And me being assertive, as your partner, I should be able to express myself to you. So I'm glad you mentioned that word assertive, and I'm going to make sure this brother hears this, because I think assertiveness, it doesn't have nothing. It's not about being aggressive or trying to take over the man's role, but we should have freedom of speech, being respectful, but I should be allowed to express myself to you.
Absolutely.
And not hide.
You have that right.
Yes.
Exactly. I don't have to be uncomfortable in my own skin for the fear of making somebody else uncomfortable. Oh, they're going to think I'm too assertive. I could care less what they think.
Right.
If, I need some space. Like if you're standing in a line at the grocery store and you want your 6 feet because, maybe you have some immune issues or whatever. You don't even have to give a reason, but you don't want somebody on your back. It should be okay to say, excuse me, can you, back up just a bit? Give me a little bit of space. It's okay to request your personal space. Right. But see, this is the thing. And I'm not playing devil's advocate at all, because I'm on team sis. I have learned in my 42 years that assertiveness just needs to be mindful and intentional, right? So you can be assertive and be disrespectful and kind of abrasive and rude. That's not what we're talking about.
Right.
Because there's a way to get your point across, even to your partner, in a respectful manner, but a stern manner. For instance, I'm going to be a little transparent here. My husband and I have been together for 10 years, married for 5. We went through this phase where if he got upset, his voice went up. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to need you to lower your tone. That's assertive. I'm telling him what I need him to do, but I'm doing it respectfully.
Right.
And I'm explaining to him, honey, I need you to lower your tone so we can have a conversation, because if you yell and I yell, that's not productive.
There you go.
And that's something that we tap into when either of us gets a little out of control. It's like, okay, calm down. It's not a disrespectful way, but it's assertive. Like, listen, I'm going to need you to calm down. It's okay to tell somebody to lower their tone. You don't have the right to yell at me, right? I have the right to walk away, and I'm trying to warn you that I need you to respect my boundaries. I can communicate that. But some people feel very uncomfortable. They don't know how to say no, Breezy. They don't know how to create boundaries. That is low self-esteem. Because, baby, I dealt with this the other day. And I told my husband, I said, listen, if they stop talking to me because of this decision I made, so be it.
Right.
Because this is how I feel, and this is why I feel this way, and this is my home, and I have a right to feel this way. But some people will stop talking to you because of your boundaries. And guess what I say? I say, bye.
Bye-bye.
People have stopped talking to me for no reason. I have lost friends for reasons I don't even know. So for somebody to stop talking to me because I stood my ground, well, baby, you got to go.
Right.
I'm not losing no sleep over people who walk out of your life because you set boundaries and you told them how you felt, especially when you do it respectfully.
Right.
This is one thing I have learned. Do not be assertive when you're angry, because your assertiveness is not coming off as assertive. It's coming off crazy. Calm down for a minute, get your thoughts together, and then address that situation and be assertive and communicating what you need or how you feel or your opinion, right? There are different ways to do it, but in my program, we're going to go through all of that because some people are really not that good at it, or they think they are, but they're not getting the results, or people keep giving them that feedback like, you just come off so angry. And you have the right to be voiceful, but at what point are you going to look in the mirror and say, okay, why am I being perceived as angry? Right? We can do some inner work. We can realize that, okay, I want to get my point across, but I don't want to offend people. I don't want to push people away, but I want my point to be heard. We have a right to be heard, and that's where that self-esteem comes in.
Excellent.
And when you communicate your feelings, honey, you going to get what you want. You going to live the life of your dreams. You're going to live a softer, happier, healthier life because you're going to be able to stand in your truth and not waver. That is what self-esteem is about. Can you compromise? Absolutely. Compromising is a great part of life, but certain things you are absolutely within your right to stand your ground on and to not waver and to get what you want and what you deserve and hold out for it. And I think us as women, we have to do that more, especially in relationships. We just want to be with a man so bad, but he's not paying his half of the bills, or he disappears at night, or we don't have to deal with none of that. Oh, but he pays the bills, so I'm going to tolerate the cheating. What? Do you understand, sis, that you can have a man that pays the bills and that's faithful? I need y'all to understand that exists. You don't have to settle, because once we do settle, that's what you're going to get.
Right.
You're going to get what you settle for. But once you got that self-esteem, you're not tolerating that. You're not going for it because you're going to want much more.
That's that negative thinking. That's that negative
Absolutely.
thinking. You gotta definitely step back from them thoughts. You gotta step back from them thoughts. That's that negative, and that's what I'm saying. You subject yourself to anything and everything because you got that low self-esteem. And a lot of women out here today, they feel like, oh, and we all want to be in a nice relationship. Come on now, let's not be fools. But I'm not gonna be a fool. And my thing is this: women accept so much. And I'm not saying the brothers don't either, because there's a lot of brothers that accept a lot of negative stuff too from women. I'm not saying that. But women accept so much, and they be so afraid to be alone. And like, well, here they go. Well, I really don't want to be by myself. So you accept anything and everything. And once a person knows that, they got you. Because they know you afraid to be by yourself. So I'll take that in. She let me go. I take that foot. She don't let me go. Now I'm up in the yard. And it's going to just keep growing and growing. And when a person knows, your partner knows when you love yourself.
Oh, yeah.
They know when you, I ain't doing that, because she ain't tolerating that. So they know when you're paying attention to your self-care. They know that you're not going to tolerate certain things, and you accepting yourself and you are loving yourself. You know when your partner loves themselves. You know it. And you know when they don't.
Yes. And to piggyback on that, this is something, I even experience. It's okay to switch it up on them. Okay? I don't care if you've been with your spouse for 10 years. If you decide to wake up today and say, you know what? I'm not tolerating this anymore. I want better. Right? It's okay to give that person the opportunity to step up, because that's what relationships are about. Like, you know, when I started my healthier journey, you know, my husband was like, where you going? I'm going to work out. This early? Yeah. Right? So it's new to him. He's like, what? Okay. Right? But then he gets used to it. And this is my thing. They either going to get on board or they can get lost. Do not let anybody else stop your growth. You can switch it up whenever you are ready. This is your life. You're the boss of it. So yes, after 30 years of marriage, you can wake up and say, I am no longer going to cook and wash the dishes. Okay, honey, I'm going to need you to help out. If I cook, you wash the dishes. If you wash the dishes, I cook.
100.
Right? And I don't care what you've been doing. Okay, that self-esteem lets you know that if you feel a certain way, I can express it and communicate it. And maybe your husband's going to say, well, babe, okay, but when I'm working, I ain't going to feel like, well, okay, honey, so when you work, you don't have to do the dishes. But I'm going on the weekends when you off, I'm going to need you to help me in the kitchen.
Absolutely.
There you go. You can communicate. And let me tell you something, ladies. If you decide that you need something to help you in your life, make you feel better, or, you know, help you out in any way, and you go to somebody that you care about and you express this to them and they shut you down, or they threaten to leave you, or they become verbally abusive, do we know what that means? That means they need to go. That does not mean you shrivel up in your shell and say, okay, forget it. This is what I didn't want. See, this is what I didn't want. Okay, forget it. No. Ain't no forget it. Stand your ground.
And
know your safe.
too.
I would say do it safely. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It can get physical. Mm-hmm. It can get physical. Then we know we got to exit left. But I always say, know who you are with, whether it's a friend or a partner,
yes,
and do what you have to do safely. Right? So I know sometimes women, you know, they're like, okay, I had enough. I'm leaving. But this man is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe you shouldn't announce that you're leaving, right? I want you to be strong. I want you to have that self-esteem, sis, but I also want you to be safe. And sometimes we need a safety plan in order to leave unhealthy situations, because unfortunately, bad things happen to good people.
Yes.
Right? And sometimes when we're ready to go, we have to be really strategic about how we leave and all of that things. And even like we get, some women have to get those orders of protection and things like that. I just want us to be safe. And I'm not asking anybody to jump the gun and just, you know, you have to be very intentional and thoughtful with this process. And that's why I say it takes work, because even if your situation is not that detrimental, it's not that extreme, there's other things, right, that go on. If you're not happy at your job, I'm not telling you to quit your job so you can't pay your bills, honey. What I'm saying is assess the situation and come up with a plan. Okay, you're not happy with your job. What do you like to do? Okay, let's apply for it. Let's go back to school to gain that certification or that, you know, skill set so that we can move on and get that promotion. It's the whole process. It's not it sounds easy. It sounds like I'm just saying, you know, come on, sis, just build that self-esteem, get it together. And I never want to come across that way, because it is a process. It has to be thought out. And that's why I came up with this program, Give Your Self-Esteem a Boost, so we can walk through this together, because we don't have to do this alone at all. My program is going to be Tuesdays, every other Tuesday, starting January 17th, 7 sessions, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also decided to do payment plans because I want this to be accessible to many. And I know financially we are all going through it. So I am also offering payment plans. So if someone is interested, well, first of all, they need to go either to my Instagram at My Recipe, My Therapy. In my bio, there is a link tree. The second and third tabs are for this program. That first tab will take you straight to the registration form. That third tab will take you to my website that explains the program and also takes you to that form. Once you fill out the form, you shoot it back to me, you submit it, I review it, I send you the proposal, and we get started. It's really that easy. Nice. And for anybody who wants, you know, payment plan options, DM me. I definitely answer my DMs. Also, if you want a, free consultation to talk more about the program, you can book a free consultation. That's also the link in my bio on my Instagram. Also, you can go to my website, fill out a contact sheet, and I'll get back to you. So I just want to reach as many women as possible. I want us to really start 2023 off strong, right? And I know it sounds cliche, but there is something powerful in that reset, in that regroup, in that restart, and doing it with other women who also have goals and struggles, so that you understand that you're not alone, and collaboratively we are stronger together than we are apart.
Absolutely. Yes. 2023, being kind to yourself and just accepting who you are, get moving, and we got to stay active. Welcome the mistakes, because welcoming the mistakes is part of growth, and we got to forgive. And that starts with yourself. Forgive yourself, surrounding people, supporting people, keeping positive people around in your life. Focus on any change that you need to make within yourselves, because at the end of the day, you have got to be happy. And it starts with your self-esteem. So I want you to tell everybody where they can find you again, especially starting this new program that you'll be starting soon.
Yes, so the program is called Give Your Self-Esteem A Boost. It's a group program. I'm accepting women in the group, and we are going to boost our self-esteem so that we can live our dreams, right? We can live out our dream life. I'm here to tell you, I'm living my dream. And I came from a very dark place. I've been through some major struggles, from cancer to toxic relationships to losing a child during premature delivery to, financially struggling, to not being happy with my living environment. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I was a single mother for 7 years, so I get it. I know how hard it is, and my mission is to help as many women as possible elevate and understand you wherever you are that you're not happy with. You don't have to stay there. You can actually get out of that situation and look back and understand that you can grow from anything. I'm on Facebook and I'm on Instagram. Both are at My Recipe, My Therapy. I will be starting a YouTube channel soon to show the journey, the process. I wanted to be transparent because I know a lot of women are out here wanting to start their own businesses or trying to figure out how to juggle professional and personal. And, I'm doing it as well. So I just wanted to connect with that audience who needs a little bit more encouragement. So yes, the link in my bio on my Instagram will send you right to the registration form to get the process started to join this group. We are starting on January 17th, 2023 at 7 p.m. sharp. We will be meeting every other Tuesday for 7 sessions. So that's over a span of 14 weeks. So you know how much you can get done and change and elevate your life in 14 weeks. Whew, a lot can happen. A lot can happen. I could have made this program 4 weeks. I could have. But let me tell you something. I'm about quality, not quantity. And I really want the women that join this group to see the changes in their life that they want and they've been thinking about and praying for. So we're going to do the work. And all I ask is that the women who sign up for this group are ready, they're committed, and that they are going to be honest with themselves. And I always say that, Preezy, like, you can lie to whoever you want to lie to, but you have to start with being honest with yourself. Right. And once you acknowledge what you need to work on, that's the first step. Because a lot of people are in denial. Woo, baby, I know them. I know you know some, Preezy.
Yes, I do.
When people are just in denial, they think they don't have to work on nothing. They just know everything. Their life is just, and you can't challenge them about anything. They know everything, and it's just, ooh.
And they're lost.
Yeah. Yes.
They are.
And I don't want that. I don't want that for us. I've been there. I thought I knew it all. In my 20s, oh my gosh. You couldn't tell me nothing about nothing. And now looking back, I'm glad I was open to learn and open to listen and to grow, because you have to be open to it. You have to acknowledge that you need help, that something is not working, right? We can be happier. You don't have to be uncomfortable in your own skin. This is the only life we're going to get, the only one. Can we just live it to the fullest and get out of the struggle? Because the struggle is officially over. There are no trophies being given out. I always say, with growing my business, Preezy, I have not been able to cook as much for my family, right? Because I'll be busy.
Right.
But guess what? That's okay. There are no trophies being given out for best cook mom of the world. You ran a business and cooked every night. No, right? And yes, I do want to take care of my family and love on them and nurture them and cook for them, but sometimes I can't, and that's okay, right? So we don't have to do it all. We can actually do what's best for us and for our loved ones, and that's to pour into ourselves. Because once, like you said earlier, once you loving on yourself and you feel really good about yourself, you think you love the people you love really good now. Wait until you work on yourself. Yes. They're going to be like, wow, right? Wow. And guess what? Here's another benefit. I didn't even mention this one. When you start working on yourself and building that self-esteem, the people around you, they will start noticing. And some of them, it will be contagious. They will be like, hold up. What you doing?
Right.
Oh, even with my husband, I started eating more salads and veggies, and he'd be like, well, I want a salad. That's okay, right. Here's your salad. We both going to eat salads tonight. You know what I'm saying? No more pork chops. We going to eat these salads.
Yes.
They just jump on board and live a healthier lifestyle. I want my husband to live. I want him to be healthy. So if I change my lifestyle to a healthier lifestyle, it rubs off on him. That's just natural. Even your kids, they see you. They see you working on yourself, and they see you improving and growing, and that motivates them to understand, wait, okay, I can do things. I can do hard things. I can live my dreams. I could become better. It doesn't have to stay any type of way. Your kids are watching you, whether they say anything or not. Even if you don't have children, we got nieces, we got nephews, we got cousins. They look up to us, and it's a beautiful thing to inspire others. That's why we are here, to leave our mark in the world and to help others. So when you're working on yourself, you are doing God's work. You are really doing the work that we were created to do, and that's to help one another and to uplift one another. So yes, that's why I'm here, and I wanted to come back, and I thank you for having me back.
Thank you for coming back. I appreciate this, and I appreciate you letting everybody know about your new program. That's awesome. I'm about to put this out tonight because I want this to shine for the new year. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate
Register today. I want everybody to register. Even if you have more questions about it, DM me or shoot me an email or fill out a contact form on my website. There's so many ways. Also, you can just call me, right? I'm not one of those. I ain't get to that level where I can't give out my number. So I can be reached at 919-333-4382, and I will call you back if you leave a message. The website, obviously, Instagram, Facebook. So yes, we are signing up so that we can start January 17th. We are going to close the doors before the 17th. So after the 17th, I won't be letting anybody else in the group because I just want it to be, organized, and that we all start together and go through the process step by step together. So that's really important. I just want everybody to sign up, and like I said, we're doing payment plans. So if payment plans are needed, shoot me a message and we can work that out. I'm just all about us doing this and elevating together. I'm so excited about 2023 and starting in this way.
Right.
I have some other things coming too to help us. I'm all about providing us with resources. So I have a journal, goals and affirmations journal, that's dropping in February as well. So that's just where we're going to track our goals and positive affirmations so that we can track it and, set goals and take note when we achieve our wins. And it's just a really, really positive tool. I think as long as we get what we need, right, the help that we need, if we execute it, the sky is absolutely the limit. There's nothing that you can't accomplish. So it is no longer taboo to get the help that we need. I know back in the days, therapy, coaching, it was what? No. Yeah. But we're normalizing getting the help that we need to live the lives that we want. We want certain lives, and we want to get the help that we need to get there. There is no shame in that. None. If we can spend money on our hair and our nails and our bags and vacations and nights at the club and, we budget things in. Budget in investing in yourself, doing the work, because the payback is big.
Absolutely.
It's big. You get that return, that ROI, that return on your investment. You will get it. Invest in yourself. And that's the theme. That's the theme of 2023. Investing in ourselves. We're going to start betting on ourselves so that we can live the lives that we want. We deserve that.
Self-love 2023, y'all. And your email is teniqua.denise@mytherapy.com.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is. Email me too.
Yes, that sounds good. This is so great. I just want to thank you for coming back on Listen Up, Listening podcast. And I'm definitely going to put this out tonight. So it's going to come on tonight. So, I would just want to thank you so much. And I can't wait till you start your new program. I know everything is going to be good.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for having me again. I'm excited about Give Your Self-Esteem a Boost group coaching program. And I look forward to all the women that's going to have amazing, amazing improvements and elevation in their lives. So Thank you, Preeti.
You're welcome. And like I always say to everybody, live, laugh, love. Love yourself first, because you cannot love anyone or anything unless you love yourself first. Keep God first in your life and hug your family and your pets. I had to add that too. Just a little bit tighter. You got to stay healthy and stay focused. Love you, mommy and daddy, forever. Peace. Thank you.